So my name is RJ. I am trying to now transition to barefoot running. I just finished a half marathon yesterday. Still pretty sore. I didn't do as well as I wanted to. Um, some of the key reasons for that was that I didn't train as much. Plus I'm still overweight, probably I don't know, 70 pounds overweight, I guess. I finished it in 3 hours, 10 minutes. I was cramping. I didn't have enough water as I was running. Didn't follow the plan that I wanted to, but it was overall a great experience and something that I'm looking forward to. One thing that I wanted to do afterwards was I wanted to get new shoes. So I started researching, and the research that I was looking at, I wanted to transition to a minimal shoe. Basically, the idea is that the shoes that we generally have are not the way that we should be walking or running, because the heel is higher than the rest of your foot, and that the toes are really cramped when they're supposed to be spread. It's a really great book. I haven't read it yet, but I've read another book that talks about it called Born to Run. The book that I did read is called Run for Your Life by Mark Cucuzzella, or Mark Cucuzzella. Run for Your Life book. You can look at that, and basically it's teaching you how to run injury-free. And the whole idea is that our body is designed to run the proper way. It's funny because minimalist runners or barefoot runners, they have two enthusiasts, or from two sides. The first one is from evolutionists who believe that our body evolved this way, so we shouldn't be adding to it. But for me, I am a creationist, and I believe that God has designed my body the right way, and if ever we should be adding, it shouldn't be so much, I guess. So in terms of the feet, I believe that God has created my feet, and that is ultimately what led me to want to try to be a minimalist runner. So what I'm going to be trying to do is I'm going to try, this is day one of me trying to run barefoot. Now my goal isn't to run a marathon barefoot actually, but my goal is to eventually be able to run barefoot for 5K, and just be wearing minimalistic shoes. One of the things that I really want is I want my feet to be strengthened, so that like one of the things that I really struggle with was my balance. Like I can't balance on one foot like at all. My wife knows this, and that's a struggle for me. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a little harder for me than most people, because so the shoes that I have right here, what are these? Nike Fly Knit Racer, and I haven't been training in these shoes. I just usually walk in these shoes, but the shoes that I am training in, and the shoes that I'm not going to wear anymore for any of the runs or whatever, is Mizuno Waves, which is one of the highest heels, which is 12mm heels, and I was having an insert in them to make it even higher because I was dealing with plantar fasciitis. Those shoes really help with the plantar fasciitis. So I'm really looking forward to what's happening right around me. I am at school, and we have a new wellness center. There's an indoor track over there, and there's some treadmills. I'm sitting down. I'm gonna stretch before I do it because I'm sore from the marathon. But we'll see what's gonna happen for the next few weeks, I guess. I've been researching a lot, and one of the things they talked about was to start slow. Even if you run 100 meters, run 100 meters, see how you feel. If you're in pain, then just stop, recover, and it shouldn't be too much pain. So the basic idea is just build up the muscles of your feet that you'd be able to eventually run like that, and the calluses, of course. Being from Canada, we wore shoes all the time, socks, so my feet need to be a little more callous to be able to do anything outdoor, but since we're in here, it'll be good. So I'm gonna run around for a stretch and then run around for a bit, and then this is day one. So got kicked out of the wellness center. Apparently you're not allowed to run in there barefoot. Liability, I talked to the manager, asked them if I can waive that. They said no, which is okay, I understand. Yeah, sucks that I can't do it there. They had an inside track. That was something I was thinking and looking forward to. However, I am determined to try. So I went to an empty parking lot on my campus, and I'm already barefoot. It sucks because I'm kind of scared of like stepping on stuff, but I guess it'll just make me more aware. Um, I'm starting off, so I'm only planning. I actually ran the track inside, which apparently is a 11th of a mile or something. I ran half of that. I don't know exactly how long that is. Ran half of it, walked half of it. That's when they stopped me. I plan on running maybe around 100 meters and seeing how I feel. 200 meters maybe, and then stopping, seeing how I feel. And if everything goes okay, then maybe tomorrow I'll try to run longer outside. I have ordered zero shoes, which are minimalistic shoes. Worst comes to worst, it's October. I'm in Michigan. It's gonna be almost November. It's gonna be cold. I don't know how much I would want to try to run outside, but at the end of the day, my goal isn't really to run barefoot. It's really to strengthen my feet, and I would be able to do that with my minimalistic shoes with zero drop heel. With my zero shoes is coming. I ordered it when Saturday night. It's Monday today. Should come here around Wednesday-ish, Wednesday, Thursday. Worst comes to worst, I'll just be running in those inside the wellness center, strengthening my feet that way. So let me try to run around here, about 200 meters. Hey, so I just finished running 200 meters outside on the pavement. My initial thing was I started to run on the parking lot, which was sort of, I guess it wasn't so painful. I was afraid of running because of different things that was there. It's fall here in Michigan, and there's leaves falling down and nuts or whatever, I don't know, on the ground and small rocks. But then I went over to the sidewalk near the building there, and it's a lot better. Not a lot of things on, and it was good. So I ran 200 meters. Afterwards, I felt okay. Um, they said like if you feel something in your especially your calves and your Achilles, then just to rest it. I don't feel anything. I could have went longer if I wanted to. I just chose not to because I wanted to see how it is, and I don't mind taking it slow. I'm still a little sore, but right now I feel really good. My feet, my legs, they don't feel anything. My initial plan was to run maybe 3, 4 times a week, at least 3 times a week, barefoot or with the shoe, the minimal shoe, and see how it is. So since I don't feel anything, we'll see, weather permitting, tomorrow. What sucked was actually that it rained today, and it's a little cold, so I was running um, on the ground that was wet, and there was stuff, and then stuff stuck to my foot, and I just had to you know, take it off. So I understand that running with minimal shoes or barefoot is sort of controversial in the running community. I mean, yesterday or during this past weekend, we went to the Toronto Marathon, and I was actually looking around for the different booths, because where you pick up your race kit, I was looking around looking for the booths to see if anyone is selling like minimal shoes. I was looking for Ultra or something, and there's actually nothing. No one is talking about it. No one is saying anything. There's no shoes. There's no gear. There's no booths. Like they're all like quiet about it, and I haven't studied exactly why other runners don't want to make that transition into, I guess, minimal shoes or barefoot shoes. There might be legitimate concerns that I haven't been reading about. I've been reading, I guess, more one side of just being barefoot and minimal and strengthening your feet. To me, that makes the most sense, but there's probably other things. I gotta search more about that. Main reason for doing this and recording it is for my own personal journaling, and just to see. I want to see. Is this? Have I just been, reading into lies that sound good but aren't actually solid, kind of thing? One of the things is I've never heard anyone who transitioned into minimal shoes that say that they have problems with their knee when they're running properly. But there's a lot of people who get injured with their knees, with their back, their hips, and they can't run anymore. And according to the people that I'm reading, it's because of the shoes that they're wearing, and the way that they're running, the form that they have is not correct, and it starts with the shoes that they're not able to align. So we're gonna see how that is, and I look forward to that. So yeah, that's it.